Hey Cuzzy, it's me, Emery, and I am the creator and the owner of Family Hair Care. And today I'll be doing my second blowout ever, and I'm doing it again on my niece Dakota. I did my first one on her also. So after a nice clean wash, what we do is we put the hair into 4 sections, and now I am working on each section. So I'm going to go ahead and use Family Hair Care as a deep conditioner and a detangler right now, and I'm just going to go through each of the smaller sections and detangle them, and I'm going to go ahead and actually apply enough to protect the hair from the heat once we start to blow dry and blow out the hair. So Family Hair Care can be used in several different ways, and in this way I am applying to the hair, but not enough to where we get ultimate curl definition. Now if you wanted your blowout to be more sleek, more shiny, then you would add a lot more right now. You can go ahead and shingle, and actually really form those curls before we blow them out, and you have enough product on your hair to do so. But what the look that we're going for is a nice, blown out look. We're not going to put too much heat on or anything, but we'll still get a straightened result. Later in this video, we'll show you some Family Hair Care blowouts. We have several in our Facebook group, and many of them are a lot more defined, shiny, bouncy. So if you want that silk press look, you will know that, you can achieve that with this product as well. So I'm spraying my hair with the PHC and water mixture just to loosen it up a bit. Then we're applying the PHC, not too liberally. And then I'm going to come in at the front with my scalp massager. And if you have issues with growing in your edges, and fellas, if you have the issues with your hairline, 2 things are imperative. Number 1, a good scalp massager. The one that we have on our store, the one I'm using right now, has very soft bristles, so it won't irritate the scalp, but it will loosen everything on it, so that if you have any scabs or anything, it will lightly massage it, and it will allow your product to, which is number 2, a great product, it will allow your product to penetrate much better and give you a much better result. And also make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Now that we've applied enough product to both moisturize and protect the hair, we're going to go ahead and go to the heat portion, and we're going to start with the blowout. Now I'm not using the highest setting for the blow dryer or the straightener. I'm using the second to hottest setting for each. And I'm going over the hair a few times with the blow dryer, and I'm using the brush to get some resistance and stretch it, and just use the heat to go ahead and make sure that the stretching sticks. And then once I do that, I'll be going over the hair with 1, no more than 2 passes with the hair straightening wand. Depending on what type of tool that you use and your comfortability with it will also dictate the result that you get. And typically, when you went to a professional salon, the type of results that you like to get based on what tools they use and such. If they use a flat iron versus a wand versus the hot brush to brush through with, that both dries your hair and straightens at the same time. So the result is all in the tools. Well, it's not all in the tools, but the tools are a huge part of the result that you get. Now, as far as heat damage, Family Hair Care is also a heat protector. However, I have seen people who have gotten hair damage, not necessarily with this product, but just hair damage period. And typically, even when they go to professionals to get their hair straightened, and typically, mostly where I see it is where people try to keep their hair straight like it was day one, for the duration, of the style, and they maybe flat iron it or they bump it, a little bit, every day to refreshen it. And many times they don't put more heat protectant on, so they're depending on the heat protectant that they put on initially, and it could be, a week or 2 ago, depending on how long you keep the style. So we just want to make sure that once your style is in, your hair is going to be straight for, a couple of days, and then you want to just go ahead and lean into it. If your hair, starts to get bigger because of the humidity or whatever, you don't want to keep flattening it. That's going to maybe cause, a lot more frailty and maybe even damage on the hair. So just go ahead and maybe, play with it, get creative, do a roller set, do a twist out, you can even squirt it with a little bit of your, well, not squirt it, but spray it with a little bit of your family hair care mixture, your family hair care and your water in a bottle, and then you can go ahead and have a nice elongated wash and go look too. And again, this is only my second blowout ever, and I will be doing 3 things differently going forward. Number 1, I would use more family hair care in my application. That way I'll have more shine. Number 2, I would pull down when I'm straightening the hair or blowing the hair out instead of to the side like I am doing now. I am a little bit tall, so it's my natural inclination to pull out, but pulling down will get you a better result. And number 3, I would trim Dakota's ends. Dakota has not had her ends trimmed in probably a couple of years. I don't know why, but and we didn't do it today either, but we're going to go ahead and do it next time I style her hair, and we'll do it either in a blowout state or in a curly state. Okay, so we're going to just use the wand to glide down the hair slowly. And I chose this wand because it's very low risk of burning Dakota or myself. So I think it's really good, especially if you're just starting out. If I could do one more thing better, and I will do it better next time, is I will part the hair evenly so I can get a much more consistent result. I would section the hair in parts, and I will make them a lot more neat. Straightening of all the hair and get a more consistent result. So I'm going to do 1 pass, no more than 2 on each section, depending on how large I parted it. I chose this wand because this is only my second blowout and straightener ever, so I just wanted to make it as easy as possible and as safe as possible for both Dakota and myself. There's very low risk of me burning her because of the design, and there's very low risk of me burning myself because of the glove that comes along with it. And this straightening tool is sold on our PHC beauty supply store, along with everything else that we've been using to style Dakota's hair today. So you can go ahead and check it out and further enhance your hair care journey with us. I'm very tempted to try a blowout and flat iron on my own hair. Comment below if you'd like to see that, or if you want to see my next one on Dakota, you can comment that again. And I will be getting better with my technique as time goes on. And then since we'll be adding more product next time, we'll likely maybe be adding more heat too. So here's the finished product. She loves it, I love her, so all is well.
coarse hair. This is still wet for your viewing pleasure.